Thank you for visiting Chicago Cars Direct. This is a 2007 Infiniti M35 Sport. It is Obsidian black over a graphite black leather interior, and the original MSRP was $48,460. We do these videos for our clients who might not be able to come in and see our vehicles in person. So we walk around the vehicle, so hopefully you can get a better idea of what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the driver's side, and I'm going to go over it slowly. This is the M35 Sport, and as you can see, there's some things that are a little bit different than a normal M35. Number one, those 19-inch wheels are beautiful. That's part of the Sport package. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom into the front fender though and zoom out so you can really see how nice the paint looks. Obviously we just buffed the vehicle, so it looks really nice, but the vehicle was traded into us from a local client who is hopefully enjoying their car if they're watching this. So this is okay, that's the driver's side. This looks beautiful. This is a great car. It's one of the things, if you look at Consumer Reports, the 2007, which I do because I'm, you know, a geek, but if you look at the 2007 model, it's one of the most reliable models of the M generation, this generation, of this run. Of any, actually, of any M35 or M vehicle from Infiniti. The 2007 was one of the most reliable years. Again, on the passenger side, I'm going to zoom into the front fender, and I'm going to zoom out slowly. Just look how beautiful that paint is. I really like the Sport package on this car. You know, yes, the 19-inch wheels look amazing, but it's a lot more than that. It's got a really good sport suspension, which even with the sport suspension, it's very a very good ride. It doesn't beat you up, and it's got rear active steer as part of that Sport package. And there's Fong. Hi Fong, nice hat. Did notice some rock chips on the front, which is normal, especially on a black car. You can kind of see that, but not terrible, of course. And those are your xenon headlamps. Xenon headlamps with adaptive front lighting system. That's also part of your Sport package. Basically curves around. When you turn the wheel, it'll turn the headlights. So basically the headlights will curve around the corners. Those are great looking headlights. But the M35 is a great car. This is where Infiniti did a phenomenal job on this car. It feels almost like it should have been the newer generation Acura Legend if they would have kept making those. Thanks, Juan. We'll edit that out. Well, that was just awkward. So, you know, like I was saying, this is kind of where the Legend should have gone. Acura should have brought the instead of the RL, it should have come out with something like this, because this feels, the engine is torquey and very easy to rev and smooth and quiet. It's one of the nicest engines out there, actually. It's a 3.5 liter 24 valve dual overhead cam V6. It's 280 horsepower and 270 pounds-foot of torque, mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission. Like I said, it just feels great. It is one of the best engines produced. It's the VQ engine from Nissan Infiniti. But I do want to show you the whole engine compartment. It's very clean, obviously. And hopefully that didn't make you sick by me doing that. I try not to throw the camera around too much because I know some people are going to get vertigo and don't want to make anybody sick. Just really clean. That's nice. Okay, so that is That's the engine compartment. But if you've never driven an Infiniti, a G35 or an M35, that is a phenomenal engine and a terrific transmission too. A lot of fun. Here is the trunk. As you can see, there is a trunk mat back here. That's the Infiniti trunk mat. This is something, I don't know why every manufacturer doesn't do this. There's a little secret ingredient called Velcro. This is the books right here, obviously. But instead of just throwing the books and using up all of your glove box compartment space or putting it on top of a spare tire, they put Velcro on the back here, and you put it anywhere, and it just stays there. And I don't understand, obviously that's not expensive, it's a couple pennies, but I don't know why only Infiniti I've seen do that. Okay, I'll edit that out because that was really boring. This is the the cargo net, so you can keep groceries in here. And I think this is the first aid kit. So there's a band-aid in case you get a boo-boo. Oh, and if you're stuck in the trunk, this is glow in the dark, so you can always get yourself out of the trunk. Okay, now I get to show you the interior. This is the sport package, so you've got a really, really cool interior on it. One of the reasons that it's nice is that you've got this aluminum trim, and look at that, the way it's just really a nice material. And it's got a lot of, it just looks neat, and it feels good too. But it's a real aluminum trim. That's part of the sport package. And you also have this piping on all the seats right here, which looks a lot nicer in the sport package trim. The sport package trim was, I think it was about a $2,800 option, and it's a little more rare than the non-sports. I like the sports a lot better. Okay, so here's the rear seats, and they look like they're in really nice condition. I would like to zoom in on everything so you can see it. And oh, one other thing too, it smells very good in here. It's a non-smoker's vehicle. There's no pet smells or odors. It smells very fresh and clean on the inside. Okay, so that's the rear. Now I get to show you the front. Again, there's that really cool aluminum. And if you look at the aluminum trim on the dash, look at that. That's beautiful. It's very techy, and it complements the interior perfectly. I'll show you more of that in a second. Those are your memory seats, two-position memory seats. And I'll show you the driver's seat. Again, there's your piping. Very minimal wear. It just looks really nice. The person who traded it into us really took care of this vehicle, obviously. And whoever buys it will have an incredibly reliable, fun-to-drive car that you can drive for, if you take care of it, you can drive as long as you want. These are built to last. Especially the 2007 model. And there's the passenger seat. Now I'm going to start the engine. So what I'm going to do is just put my foot on the brake. And you can hear how, and I'm going to close the door, you can hear how smooth the engine is. It's like I said, it's a great engine. But as part of this vehicle has something called, well, I'm going to get through the lawyer screen. This has got the technology package with navigation. This navigation system is extremely easy to use. Even now, I mean, it's 2014, this was from 2007. This is still a great navigation system. Very easy to use, very intuitive. It's got bird eye view that you could switch to, so it gives you more of a view that if you were driving down the street, for people who are terrible at looking at a map. And it's got the rear view monitor. So if you put it into reverse, there's your rear view monitor. So you can see our incredibly dirty floor. It's embarrassing. But it's winter. This vehicle also has the XM satellite radio and the splash guards, as you saw outside as well. But this is how you control the navigation system and some of the other features here too. Like I said, very easy to use. The Bluetooth functionality is excellent. That's easy to use and complete, and it works great with an iPhone. There's your clock. That's kind of becoming an Infiniti tradition. Again, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice looking? The aluminum, the stamped aluminum. Here's your 5-speed automatic transmission, and that you can also shift. Like, so if I put it into drive, I can put it to the left, and I can go through the gears myself. So it's got a manual mode, which is fun. You might not use it a lot. These are your heated and your cooled seats. Right there. The vehicle has 75,151 miles on it. I like the dash. It looks great at night. So that's the interior. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you are the wheels and the tires. The wheels are in good condition, a little bit of curb rash on them, which for some reason all Infinitis get that. I think it's because the wheels are pushed out very far to the corners, but always a little bit of curb rash on all wheels. Very easy to refinish if you wanted to do that later, but it's not bad, so I don't know if I would. Again, those are some of the nicest wheel designs are the sport wheels from the M. I just think it looks really nice, and it makes the wheel look bigger and fills up the wheel well quite a bit more. So that is our M35. We do have, if you'd like to look on our website, we have the CarFax and the AutoCheck report. They're both on our website, and they're both free. It's at www.chicagocarsdirect.com. But if you have any questions that we weren't able to answer for you, we do have the service records for this vehicle. We'd be happy to show you that. But any questions that we weren't able to answer, our phone number is 630-889-0911. Thank you very much for visiting. Bye-bye.